Challenge or focus? Challenge or focus? Well, we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Coming up is the challenge. So this, with the runes that are coming up around this here, what I'm seeing for this are a couple of different ways this is coming through. For some of you, it could be past hurts coming back up, and the challenge would be to let those go or deal with them in a healthier way. Or maybe it's something that has never been dealt with at all. You know, so many of us, the holidays bring things up like that, whether we're mixing with family or not. But I mean, if you are mixing with family, it could be, yeah, you know, they know how to push our buttons, right? Better than anybody else. So, I mean, it could be old issues within the family dynamic coming up, or old issues between other family members coming up and coming to the surface. And with this rune, there is a feeling of hurt, of being used, of being taken advantage of not being appreciated or being underappreciated. Or maybe feeling like you're always the one to kind of try to, you know, take things to a better place in certain dynamics, or like the responsibility always falls on you. This could also be someone blaming you for something you didn't do, blaming you for lying or stealing or cheating, or, you know, doing something to someone else, cheating someone out of something. Or so there could be some jealousy involved here. Someone is maybe directing some resentment at you, or you could be doing this too. But the root of this, no matter if it is you or someone else, is that there's hurt here that hasn't been dealt with, and it's coming to the surface. And while it may not be pleasant, it is going to help you to deal with that. And the sooner you can kind of deal with it and get it out of the way, the better. But this could also be, for some of you, something you thought, someone or something you thought was, you know, in the past, or had, you know, had been taken from you or kind of stolen from you, coming back. And, you know, if it's a person, it's someone, again, who there's some hurt tied up with this. So there needs to be some sort of clearing the air or a serious talk. Maybe don't do it at the holiday dinner table if you can avoid it, if it's a family member. But like a private conversation, just a one-on-one, maybe prior to, you know, the family get together, whatever you need to do to kind of just clear the air, or, you know, get to a point where at least you're trying to deal with it or taking steps in that direction. Now, for others of you, this may not have anything to do with relationships at all. This could be, you know, you feeling like someone has stolen something from you, or is trying to do that, something going on behind your back, and you find out about it and are, you know, feeling betrayed or hurt in some way here. So this could be anything, a possession, a job, credit for work that you've done, someone else kind of stealing your ideas, taking credit for something. But I mean, your challenge in this case, when it's in the reverse, is to get it back, or to set it right, or to make sure that those who know, you know, those in power know that was my idea, or, you know, that was initially, you know, the only problem is maybe you don't have any proof of that. If you do, this is something that you don't suffer in silence, Capricorn. I really feel like you need to, you know, if somebody has done you wrong, you need to air out those feelings. You need to let them know. It could also be someone letting you know that you've made them feel this way, Capricorn. And, you know, maybe you had no idea, or maybe you did, but just kind of swept it under the rug. This person, you know, someone's been really affected by being used or taken advantage of, or feeling hurt about that. In the present energy, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is the truth is being concealed, you know. And there may be communication and messages coming to you that you're happy to hear from this person, or you're happy to hear this person's coming to holiday dinner, or you're happy you're going to be able to come together with this person, see this person again, renew a relationship. But the truth is, there's dishonesty here when the Ace of Swords is in reverse. So someone's not being truthful. And what I'm getting is it could be Capricorn, for some of you, someone trying to reunite because they want something from you. They were wanting to, you know, borrow money from you, or they need a place to crash, or, you know, again, going back to this rune, it's always kind of like, you know, only you can allow yourself to be used by someone. So, I mean, if you're feeling that way, if they've done that to you before and they're coming back again, no matter what they say, with this card here, it's like they're going to try to, you know, it's all about them and their, you know, whatever they need. This is a spoiled, selfish energy around you. But this could be, you know, if this is the work situation, I mean, it could be somebody, oh, we're the best of buds. I thought we were really good friends. It could be somebody that you get along quite well with, you work closely with, and you have no idea that they've told the boss, or they're taking credit for your work, or saying that, you know, they came up with something. I'm also kind of getting like, this could just be an annoying person for some of you. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Single White Female. Somebody may be single white femaling you, like they're starting to dress like you, or kind of do their hair like you, or if you have like funny sayings, or, you know, which Capricorns often do, you can kind of break out with some you know, some things you say. It can be quite amusing. You're often quite funny. You could find someone kind of stealing your stuff and acting like they came up with it, you know? Not that you're performing, or that things that you say are an act, but just like, you know, clever, smart, witty things that you may throw out there, and then you hear this person kind of using them. Maybe even if you're there, it's like, and you're like, oh, you know, that was funny when you don't call them on it. Even if it is something that minor, you know, it's like, oh, that was funnier when I said it. It's copyright, Capricorn, okay? But, so yeah, there could be somebody in the present. So this would be end of November into early December, or, you know, whenever, in the present, whenever you're watching this, where, you know, you may be finding out that somebody is not who they were cracked up to be, or you know, they had ulterior motives and are looking to kind of take advantage of you in some way here, Capricorn. I'm going to take a pause for a minute and change the batteries, but hold that thought and we will come back to this. And moving on. Sorry about that, Cap. For some of you, this is somebody from the past that you had a relationship with, that you know, someone you thought you'd lost, coming back. But again, there could be, you know, some sort of betrayal or something they're hiding from you. Now, it will come out. Because this is in the present, many of you, this may have already happened in November or earlier this year. If someone's distant and not, you know, there's always, like, if someone's just like sporadically communicating with you, if they're, you know, if you can't reach them, if they're not showing up for plans or not keeping plans, or if you've just been talking online for like, you know, 10 years and you never actually move the relationship into the physical, they're in another relationship, almost guaranteed every time. So, I mean, that's kind of what I'm feeling like for some of you. Maybe they told you they are single, or they're divorced, or they don't have any kids, or they're not seeing anybody else. And not true. Dishonesty, bold-faced lies. So, remain skeptical, Capricorn. Now, for some of you, maybe you are the one who has been telling someone this. And I mean, what I'm seeing when Pedro is here, and we do have the Ten of Swords as the outcome here, I mean, whatever's been hidden is going to come out. So, and your help may be just like not trying to excuse the behavior. It just is what it is. I've decided to leave one person for someone else. And yes, this is going to hurt them. My advice given this spread would be not to hide it anymore. Maybe you were just trying to hide it through the holidays, Capricorn, but it's going to be better to just, because it seems like it's going to come out from someone else or it's just going to be better for you if you just come out with it. The thing is, though, is like many of you I haven't made my decision yet, but it's not fair to the other person if you've already cheated or if there's been betrayal or even an emotional relationship. I mean, if you're thinking about going outside your relationship, that relationship you're in is already essentially over. Whether or not you're with this other person, because you're not being fair to the person that you're with. But for some of you, I feel like, somebody has to decide, am I going to stay or am I going to go? Now, it may not be you. This could be the other person. And whatever happened in the past is going to happen again. So if this person was in another relationship before when you were together and they didn't leave, they're not going to leave the relationship they're in now for you either. This is history repeating itself and not learning lessons from the past when it comes to people, relationships. It's repeating the same pattern with the same person or a person that has the same attributes, because we tend to be drawn to the same types until we get that lesson and be like, okay, I'm going to start not dating that type, or I'm going to stay away from that type. It hasn't done me any good. But yeah, there seems to be like there's this new beginning and an existing relationship. Am I going to stay where I'm at, or am I going to go with this new person? Now, for some of you, maybe there is a new person or a person from the past, but the person who's hurt you is your mate. I mean, again, there's so many messages coming through with this. Maybe your mate has, betrayed you in some way, and that maybe is what kind of led you to be more open to seeing what options are available for you, and they may be trying to get you to stay. And if you stay, they'll do it again. So, wow, Capricorn. So a lot of different ways this is working out. It's just going to, depend on who you are, which Capricorn you are. For many of you, though, there is an exciting new beginning with a partnership. And especially if it's a new person coming back, or a person you were with in the past that there wasn't a betrayal, there wasn't like this triangle situation where it was just we dated in college and then I moved away, or we broke up for, other reasons other than lying or feeling used by someone. If someone made you feel used in the past, they're going to make you feel used again, whether you're married to them, whether it's a family member. So I would keep your distance, Capricorn. Now, for some of you, this could just be, should I stay single, or should I get re-involved with this person from the past who hurt me? And, in that case, what I'm seeing is the answer would be no. And it is kind of like maybe when you prove to the universe you've learned that lesson, you're going to open the doors to a new love and allow a new love to fill that void next year. So, yeah, you're kind of waiting. I feel like a lot of you in December, and keep in mind Mercury's retrograde, so misunderstandings and arguments are kind of par for the course. It is over though before the holidays. I think it goes direct the 23rd. It'll still be in that shadow period, but maybe, all of this I feel like for a lot of you, this has nothing to do with the holidays. This has more to do with, it might for some of you, but for others of you, this is like love, relationship, three's a crowd kind of dynamics. You choosing between two lovers or trying to. And I really feel like you may be trying to put off this decision. Maybe you tell this person, I've got to wait till after the holidays. But then, again, the outcome of December, we've got skeletons in the closet coming out and other people feeling betrayed. So if it's your skeleton, gonna come out. If it's someone else's skeleton, gonna come out. Now, in the case where you're with somebody who betrayed you in the past, it is gonna be kind of, maybe comeuppance in a way, karma. Not that you intended it to be that, or maybe that wasn't your motivation. Maybe you were just so hurt by their actions. There are a lot of different reasons why people end relationships or leave marriages. They run the gamut. But even so, even if it is kind of justifiable in the sense that it was done to me, so you're still going to not like hurting that person. It's never a good feeling. This is a card of someone being in severe, just, feeling like they've been blindsided. Now, again, the intensity is going to vary for all of you. If it's a work thing, yeah, that's annoying, but it's not going to, it's not going to hit you on the level that it would with love. If it's a friend, that would be deeper. If it's a family member, again, this could be old issues coming back. Like this will not be the first time, but this could be kind of like the final confrontation of this, or the final, you letting someone know, look, you hurt me and I'm not going to let you get out of this. But definitely check out the video for your rising sign, Capricorn, so you can get, see what else is going to be going on in December. This is just going to be this is a very specific situation for many of you, I feel, going on in December. But also meet me over on Vimeo. I am going to shuffle Madame Mendora's fortune cards. I want to get more guidance and more advice on how to handle, especially this 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in reverse. See if we can find out what additional guidance you can get for dealing with these energies. So I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you back here next time.